July 1st, Joe Delron, you just welcome to the COVID-19 Task Force Daily Update as we begin the second half of the year 2020. The first half left a little something to be desired. Hopefully, as we move forward, things are going to be a little easier on all of us. Well, there are some things to update because today was the day where some new openings happened here in Kahnawake. And to talk about that and some other news is the Executive Director of the Kahnawake Memorial Hospital Centre, Lisa Westaway. Lisa?
Thank you. So today is June 1st. It's the start of our, July 1st. It's the start of our phase 2 opening of the Kahnawake economy. And so what has opened today are restaurants, places of worship, the longhouses, indoor cleaning services, yard sales, and other outdoor organized sports that don't have any contact. Just a reminder that although all of these areas were permitted to open today, they did require inspection and approval before they were able to open. And so many measures had to be implemented in the same way that we have done with phase 1 in businesses. Those same measures had to be implemented for phase 2. And so just a reminder that in phase 1, most of our Kahnawake economy businesses did open, a big portion of them, and there was no significant impact. So we do follow that closely here at the task force. Just a reminder that there were no increase in cases, in number of COVID-19 cases in Kahnawake. Our employees are still doing self-checks daily and being referred for testing. We actually have only tested 4 people, actually 5 now from business, and all those tests were negative. And there has been a significant decrease in the number of people coming in for testing daily. This is good news, but it also demonstrates that you are all listening, that you continue to follow measures on the most part, that we're following physical distancing, that we're maintaining our hygiene measures, and we need to keep this up. So speaking about all of these businesses opening today, as individuals, it's your right and responsibility if you don't feel safe to leave the place of business. You are not obligated to stay, and the employers all are very dedicated, open, and respectful also in protecting the community and protecting their employees. So we're happy to see that. With respect to yard sales, we've received a few questions about that over the last little while. Yard sales are not regulated in any way in Kahnawake, but we do have a bit of advice, I guess, to provide regarding personal safety, both for the vendor and the people who may be going into your homes or outside your homes for the yard sale. So what we would recommend is that you have hand sanitizer available for those who are coming to look at what you're selling, and that anybody coming in use hand sanitizer before doing a tour in your yard. That you ask questions, that you know who is coming, and that you ask questions about possible symptoms, so that nobody should be permitted within your personal space that has COVID-related symptoms. You could, and these are all recommendations, you could require that people coming to your property wear masks. Of course, that's your personal decision. You could request that there be only one person at a time going through your space. You could also possibly have a recommendation that those coming to see your items for sale, that they don't touch them. This is something that we would recommend. And for those who are going to a yard sale, you also have the responsibility to feel safe, and so you could also ask questions. So we ask that when you have these types of sales, that you be respectful of each other at all times, and that you feel comfortable asking questions of each other. Again, whatever you purchase and bring home, we would recommend that it be disinfected, put in the dryer for 30 minutes, washed down, whatever the case may be. So again, this comes down to each of our own personal responsibility in the things that we do every day, and being mindful of the decisions that we make so that we're sure that we're safe, our family members are safe as well. I'm going to switch the discussion now to KMHC. I can't see that, sorry, because I don't have my glasses on. Sunday, okay, thank you. So they're trying to send me a message, but I can't see it, so. First is a reminder at KMHC that we will be having a gift drop-off for the residents, as we had said we would do every 2 weeks. So that's Sunday from 10 to 1 at the testing site. And again, we will not be testing on that day. The site will be safe, and we ask that you drive your car through and drop your gifts off for family members. If you're dropping off clothes, they should be well labeled, they should be in a sealed bag. You can drop off snacks as long as it's in a closed container that we can clean, and there'll be people there that will be accepting the gifts and making sure that your loved ones receive them. I also wanted to talk lastly about some changes to the testing site, and the testing site hours will be changing as of Monday. So as I mentioned, the number of people coming in for testing has decreased drastically. We have an average of 1 to 5 people per day, closer to the 1 or 2 side, and so our testing site will still be open, and it's going to remain open until the end of September, until we see if we're going to have a second wave. But our hours will vary according to needs. So we're decreasing hours right now. We could increase in the future depending on what we see is happening in the community. So Monday, starting next week, starting Monday, our testing site will be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday from 8 to 4, Wednesday and Friday from 1 to 4, although there'll be someone available to answer your calls throughout the week, Monday to Friday as usual. But our testing site will only be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we urge you again to please contact KMHC should you have any COVID-related symptoms and require testing, and our wonderful staff will be able to assist you. So last week, we were very privileged to host a Zoom meeting with family members of our residents. This was, I say privileged because we had very open communication about what's important to family members. We also this week spoke to our residents themselves to ask, especially with respect to communication and visitation, what's important to them. We learned some valuable information about areas now that we're in a time that's a little bit where there's a little bit less risk, how we can modify what we're doing so that family members and residents themselves can be heard, can be consulted, and can be involved in our decision-making process. So we thank those who were able to participate, and we're very grateful to have received information from all of you through this consultation. And as a result of this, we'll be making some changes, many changes to our communication strategy between our weekly phone calls to families, and we're going to be discussing that a little bit later. But more importantly, what I wanted to discuss today was some changes to our visitation. We actually, in the same way that we have a very gradual, cautious, phased approach to reopening of the economy, we would like to do the same for visitation for families with their loved ones at KMHC. So as you are probably aware, we have just completed a first round of visits between residents and their loved ones. There were a lot of recommendations that were made to improve these types of visitation. The main one was being that we were at a very great distance, and at times it was very difficult to either recognize a loved one or communicate with residents, to be heard feared there was a lack of intimacy and personal touch in these visits, and so we've really analyzed all of the information we've received, as well as elements required to minimize risk, and we'll be setting up and scheduling visits in the coming week. So we're going to start phone calls either tomorrow, actually tomorrow, to schedule starting for next week visits that will be at a much closer distance. So again, following this phased approach, next week we'll be scheduling visits in the same room that you were already in. However, instead of being at just over 7 feet, you'll be just across the table from your loved one. So there will still be something between you, although you will be able to hold hands. So what was expressed to us, most importantly, both from families and residents, was the need for physical contact. That we are at this point where our spiritual, our mental, our psychological well-being needs to be addressed, as well as the physical. And although we address that daily at KMHC with all of our wonderful staff, we cannot replace that physical touch of a loved one. And therefore, we feel, based on all the elements that we've described that are happening in the community, our low level of cases, our respective measures, also our very strict policy at the visit, so meaning wearing a mask, wearing a gown, several stations for hand washing, we feel that the risk is very minimal, and that the physical touch of holding hands could be permitted. And so this, of course, is if the family member and the resident are comfortable. Otherwise, the visit can still be at a 6-meter distance, and this will be people's personal choice. And so these visits will be scheduled starting next week. We have phases again, next phase after this one, which will move to another level, but we're going to go through this first phase and then again reevaluate where we're at, and then move to another level, which could possibly be on the floor in the residence room. So we're not there yet. We're going to start again with a very cautious phased approach, but we want to really listen to what is being expressed as a major need, and that was the need for physical touch. So these visits, you'll be contacted by our staff and scheduled very shortly. So that's the information that I wanted to provide today. Joe is going to present a couple of videos, one of which I'm really thankful to have, and that's representation of our elders in the community, our home care through home care, and I'll let Joe present the next steps. Thanks.
And thank you very much, Lisa. Some good news, some very positive developments over at the Kahnawake Memorial Hospital Center. And of course, today being a very interesting and important day, as different things have opened up as per the plan here from the COVID-19 task force. Speaking of the task force, well, one of the hardworking folks who is here on a daily basis is Eoc Operates. He's the emergency management coordinator here at the Emergency Operations Center. And we thought we'd give you a little view on what happens here on a daily basis here at the COVID-19 task force.
Hi, my name is Eoc. I came in today to give you a little insight on how the EOC operates. So typically the day starts off between 7 o'clock and only finish around 6 o'clock in the evening. That consists of support staff at the Public Safety Building, and there's also staff that's manned here at the EOC. And it comes down from when a phone call comes in, it goes to the receptionist. Then the receptionist filters that out, and if it's needed, it will get brought to the EOC, inside the EOC to get dealt with. The EOC is comprised of different entities within the community, such as the Kahnawake Peacekeepers, the Kahnawake Fire Brigade, the Education Center, KSCS, and different people from the Longhouse. When we meet, we discuss everything that needs to be handled at that time, address anything that's concerned by the community member. There's things that happen daily. There's different operations that are happening together, mainly the inspectors that are out in the community, inspecting the businesses that are open, and just to maintain them. And we get information back from them if something is not correct or needs to be adjusted. We intervene on that side to address it and mitigate it. Now, when we have our meetings, we have approximately 10 people that come into the EOC. It's done so mainly just because of the situation that we're in underneath COVID. We have to make sure that everybody's separated. They have a full listing on the hospital website that could be viewed at any time just by scrolling down on the site. But there's other people that are involved that are behind the scenes that they actually call in. That could be a few representatives of the council chiefs. Then we also have the labor office. We have human resources that need to be involved. To contact the task force, there's two different methods. One is you could call the office at 450-632-0635. We have a reception that takes the intake of all the calls, or you could send us an email at incidentcommand@mck.ca. And we also have, as a redundant system in place, we also have on-call members on the task force, that including myself, Lloyd, Robin, Arnold, Lazar. We deal with the evening calls and address them. Also, you could contact us through the Kahnawake 911 Facebook page. There's always somebody that's monitoring the site, so any pertinent and concerning questions do come to us, and we will address it.
I'm glad to see you, Jez. I got the red shirt memo. Looking good, sounding good too. Well, we'd like to finish today's program with kind of a follow-up of a piece that we ran several weeks ago from the Elders Lodge. Now, Brent Horn and his trusted assistant, Cassie Lepage, actually went out and spoke to people who were visitors for to the Elders Lodge, and they got a different perspective, people who often stop there. And I thought this was just a great piece, and I think you're going to enjoy it as well.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say hello to all my friends at the Elders Lodge and everybody else who I haven't seen.
Kahnawake Hrono. What Kahnawera do Diniaguna Elders Lodge did.
I missed everybody at the lodge, and I wish I could be there with them. We always have a nice time there, and I hope everybody is doing okay there.
Okay, hi everybody at the Elders Lodge. Everybody there, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I miss the lodge. I miss all my friends, especially Sonny and Brad.
I'm doing fine and dandy. Sit on my swing 100 times a day.
I'd like to wish all the women at the Elders Lodge a happy day and to continue distancing.
And I'm doing okay. I'm well treated where I am, so don't worry about me.
Give this video to everybody that goes at the lodge because I want everybody to say that I am healthy and strong.
Anyway, I miss going to the lodge. Miss all the friends I made there.
Hi everybody at the Elders Lodge. I miss you. Hope I get back there soon to play cards and bingo.
I miss going there. I can't wait to get back to play cards and bingo.
Bingo. Oh yes, I miss my bingo.
And your
Well, now there is Friday night bingo now, so that I'm glad about that.
I miss my bingo.
hey,
Shopping. Oh, I can't wait to get back.
Go out to eat. Go to Walmart. Go to Giant Tiger.
I like it when we go to the movies.
Sometimes we buy clothes, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we eat more than enough. Sometimes I take a lot of pictures of the girls and I want to put it on Facebook.
I miss all those things, but I know I have to stay in, and that's what I've been doing.
I hope this thing gets over with very soon.
koe kuvat pano haratu kanina teka waktu hukum te nuwe ya te wetta. Anto keske ja koe wakoya isa ke tum manam ti to wakaratu ni.
Yeah, I do. I got a new cat. She's driving me up the wall. She's just a baby. Yeah, but so am I.
Wash your hands all the time. Keep your distance. And wear a mask when you go out.
I'm always washing my hands. My hands are all getting wrinkled.
Oh yeah, I'm staying safe because I don't even go nowhere. I stay home and I wash my hands. And anybody comes here, I tell them to use the mask.
Karidek, and Zwatohare. Eso Zwatohare.
There you go. Tukni ku so hiara. So wachohare. Ano yotskate. And tosia so waya nande so wakum skate. Ano no so waya ka de ti tum ya ko. Ai so wat what ku skate. Yakin ga roke to wat. Oh yakin yon. As kana jahya sada ja. Dice. Yam kata ken ra. Ya to ken ra. Rico.
I'm just glad that I'm safe, and I want everybody else to be safe and keep your distance. Social distancing.
I do this all the time. Yeah, because if we're like that, we're 6 feet apart.
And keep healthy, and I'll go back soon, hopefully. And that's about it. I miss everybody. Bye. Bye.
Bye everybody, bye everybody. And hello and goodbye.
Okay, I'll see you all.
Okay. Love you all. Bye.
Say bye to
Bye,
everybody.
Cameron.
I'm gonna sing a song from winning the contest song on the radio. Ona go no dun kwa ona skate jun hey dat ku yat go zera segun on the ways and it's so we was a diamond you just okay. Ona go no dun kwa ona skate jun hey dat ku yat go zera segun on the ways at Wasadaga jung da ge hona go no rung kwa on a skate jung hey that go yat go zera say gung tu lai lai tu lai lai tu lai tu lai tu lai lai tu lai lai tu lai lai tu lai tu lai tu lai lai. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Yanner Mavis. I actually heard her do that live on K1037 when she participated in that little contest, and she still sounds good today after all these years. Great stuff. Just wanted to say, as we're getting ready to leave here, special happy birthday to an old friend, Andre Montour, who celebrates a birthday today. May you have many, many more and stay healthy. Just a word too on the video that we just saw. I think it's important to point out that we have talked on many, many occasions about taking care of the elder population and the vulnerable population, and we talk about people in the Cattery Hospital and at the Independent Living Center, and of course at the Elders Lodge. But this video reminds us as well that there are so many of our elders who are still living at home or either by themselves or with family members, and that they are still very vulnerable, and that we still have to be careful to not let the virus enter their lives. So continue to stay clean, stay apart, and if you're not feeling well, stay home. Nyaoko for watching, and we shall see you tomorrow. Take care. Onagiwahi.